Spring 2021, KIN 456 or 656, Biomechanics of Endurance Performance. Thanks for registering. Welcome to the semester. We're going to use this video. I'm going to use this video to go through the course logistics, specifically the syllabus. Let me share my screen and share the syllabus here. All right, you should be seeing the syllabus at this point. Let me zoom in a bit. The syllabus is posted in Canvas. All right, I am Dr. John Mercer. There's my webpage. Boy, I need to update that, and I will do so, but it does have a lot of legacy information for biomechanics classes. So you can take a look at the information on that page. That's my office. I am not going into the office right now. This is spring 2021. We're still under COVID-19 restrictions, and I am working remotely in my remote office here in Henderson, Nevada. My phone number is there, but I don't check the message that often. So email me. And when you email me, please put in the subject header, KIN 456 or 656, or you can go through Canvas and Canvas will send a message to me as well. Know that you can make an appointment with me to have a video call or a voice call, whichever way you want to do that. But I am not currently going into campus. Okay, course content. The primary objective of this course is to provide a study of endurance performance from a biomechanical perspective. At the conclusion of this course, you will be able to apply biomechanical terminology to understand factors that influence endurance swimming, biking, and running performance, for example. Say for example, because it could be lots of different endurance sports, but we are going to focus in on these three sports, and we're going to focus in on combining these three sports into a single sport, that is triathlon. I hope some of you have already done a triathlon. If you haven't, who knows, maybe you'll take one on after going through this course. All right, textbook. You do not need a textbook. There is no required textbook for this class. That being said, if you have a biomechanics textbook, that's fantastic. Hold on to it, use it, read it. If you don't have a biomechanics textbook, you go to the library and check one out. Any textbook, any biomechanics textbook, even any physics book, really for that matter, will be helpful. Always good to reference or buy a used one, whatever. But you do not. I do not require you to have a textbook. I have a lot of material on my webpage. I'll post a lot of material through Canvas specific to this course. And I've got a lot of additional YouTube videos that go through biomechanics from a KIN 346 perspective. So lots of material available to you. You do not need to go and spend $130 on a textbook. That burns me. Yeah, there's the link for the page that I have legacy information. I also have a YouTube channel. Oh, I don't have my YouTube channel on here, but hopefully as you go and look at some of the YouTube videos that I post for class, you'll see the YouTube channel, and I have a playlist, KIN 456, 656, that you can look at the videos, and you can look at the videos that you'll see down the road, so you can jump ahead if you want to. This is remote delivery course. It's also asynchronous, so we are not meeting at any specific time. I'll provide videos at the beginning of the week. Sometimes I get them in before the week starts, so I'll give you the weekend ahead of time as well. But really by Monday of that week, I'll have material posted. I also post assignments, and there'll be two assignments that I always post. One will be your regular assignment for the week, and the other will be focused on the semester project. And I'll go through those in a little bit more detail in just a bit. I shoot for a total viewing time of about 2 to 4 hours. Okay, you'll see how this works out. I'll group the videos into two groups. One will be nuts and bolts lecture type information, and the other group of videos will be more application. And you'll see links to podcasts, you'll see links to interviews, it'll be non-traditional lecture material. So it'll be biomechanics information, but not necessarily in a lecture format. Maybe some presentations from conferences, things like that. So you'll see how that works out. But your goal, and what's really important, is that you keep up with the video content. You keep up with the material I post each week. And you'll see how the assignments are really built to keep you on track with that. You know, it's nothing different than training for an endurance event. If you sign up for a marathon, what you do is you say, okay, maybe 26 weeks out, maybe 13 weeks out, whatever it is. Say, okay, I'm going to start training for this, and you're going to do a little bit of training every day. Every week, you're going to accumulate training, and you know, by the time that you get to the start line of your event, you'll be fit and ready to do it. You can't cram in all the training for a marathon a week before the marathon. You got to build that up. Well, same approach with this class, and I will be posting material every week. And by the end of the semester, at the end of 15 weeks, you will be fit and ready for the start line of a race. No, you will be fit and ready to apply biomechanics to a sport. In this case, that sport is going to be endurance performance, and more specifically triathlon, swim, bike, and run. Okay, grading elements. At the end of the semester, I'll pull together your grade. And remember, Canvas does not necessarily break out the points accumulated as you go along. So you need to calculate your grade based upon these percentages. 15%, that's basically one assignment every week of the semester. 25% of your grade will be the semester project. I'm going to talk about that in more detail. 1/4 of your grade. If you've taken KIN 457 or 657 with me, this is the same concept. I am changing it from previous, I'm changing the structure of the project from previous semesters. Your semester project grade will be broken into two halves. Project assignments. This is what you're going to be doing throughout the semester, and there will be an assignment every week leading up to the end of the semester. And then 50% of the grade will be the actual presentation of the semester project. And you see it's going to be a video. There'll be two exams, exam 1 and exam 2. I'll show you the weeks that we're going to do those. Those are nuts and bolts types of questions. And the final exam will cover the entire semester, and it will include both nuts and bolts and application type questions as well. And that does add up to 100%, right? 20, 40, 60, 85, 90, 100%. Perfect. Okay. Assignments. All right. This is what you're going to do each week. And when I post the material for the week, there's a module for each week. You'll see the assignments as well. Your assignment each week will be to log when you watch the videos that I post, and I'll have a menu of them. And then there may be some other things that I'll have you do too as part of that assignment. What you'll want to do as you watch the videos, there's always going to be a terminology log that goes along with the logs that you, where you log in your date that you watch the video. And I'll talk more about that as we go through the semester, but as you're watching the videos, it's really important to write down terms that you're hearing, and then make sure that you know definitions, equations, and units for those terms where appropriate. Whether that be a lecture-based video or whether that be an application type video, listening to a podcast. And you listen to a podcast, you hear someone talk about cycling power. Well, make sure you know how to define power. Make sure you know the equation or equations for power and what the units for power are. And the more you do that, the more you come back to terminology, the better you'll learn the terms and the better you'll learn the material and the better you'll learn how to apply those terms to understand endurance performance. And okay, the other category of assignments are the semester project assignments, and I'll have you develop your project throughout the semester by doing these steps along the way. Making sure you have the question that you're going to try to address, that you're going to identify peer-reviewed papers to support trying to find an answer. You're going to identify anecdotal information, things like that. And we'll do this throughout the entire semester, and as you do it, you'll see how you'll develop the project overall. Yep, I'll post assignments on Monday. And they'll be due by Friday. Late assignments, just a quarter. Well, it's a quarter deduction for each calendar day. All right, so really by 4 days, you've lost the ability to get points for that. So got to stay on track. Okay, we've got to do the best we can, and really work at keeping current with the material. And this process is really designed to help us do that. And what I do recommend, and I put this in an announcement, I do recommend that you block out time in your schedule specific to this class. That is, you pick out whatever times of the week, and I encourage multiple times in 1 week, that you're watching a video, you're working on the project, or something like that. It's easy to procrastinate, and I'm a big procrastinator, and so this is a whole process I've had to do. I have to put things in my calendar. If I don't, then I keep putting them off, and then all of a sudden I'm at the end of the week and I'm trying to pull everything together and cram it all. So even preparing for the module for the next week, I have that in my calendar as of when I do that. So I encourage you to do the same thing with going through the material. Okay, semester project, I'll have a separate video on that. Watch that. This will be an individual project. All right, so if you've taken 457 or 657 with me before, if you've heard about the course from other friends, I typically do a group project. We're not going to do a group project this semester. You will do your own project. All right. I've gotten some feedback on how to do this, especially in the remote. There's been some challenges with connecting remotely with other people. And so we are going to go a different route, which I actually like this route too. And you will be responsible for your own project. Now, that being said, what I do like and what I do value is collaborating. And so what you'll see in just a bit here, we are going to have some, what I'm going to call summits, where we will get together at different points of the semester, 3 specific dates, where I'll say, okay, this is the time window we're going to do a run summit, or a swim summit, or a bike summit, or a triathlon summit, or we're going to have a specific time where I'll just get on and we'll have an hour, and whoever's doing a project related to swimming, biking, or running, or triathlon will attend that summit, and we'll talk about the different projects, different papers that you're finding, things like that. So we'll have ways to connect with each other, but at the end of the day, you will be doing your own project and turning in your own video at the end of the semester. All right, KIN 656 is our graduate students. Welcome. You will have some additional exam questions, and I'll talk with you more about that. I'll do a special video for 656 and some different assignment tasks. And when we meet in the semester, we'll have some, when I do these summits, we'll have a specific summit for the 656 students. We'll get together as a group, okay? And whenever I say meet, realize that it's video meet. We are not meeting in person. It's just habit to say meet, and just realize that that means remote meeting. All right, loose schedule. This is pretty good, but just give you a sense of where we're going for the semester. Week 1 will be introductory material and getting you launched for the semester, get you prepared for the semester. talking about terminology, just making sure we're in line to be successful for the next 15 weeks. Week 2, I'm going to go through a big overview of biomechanics and focus in on the project as well, and try to get you to pick your project topic early in the semester. So really probably by about week 3, you will know your project that you're going to be working on. Then in week 3, I'll go into kinetics. Now, when I teach KIN 346, undergraduate biomechanics, I always start with going through kinematics, a study of movement without regards of forces. And then I progress to kinetics, the study of forces causing movement. And then I go on from there. In this class, I do the exact opposite. I start with kinetics, and then I work in kinematics. And that's because you should have taken 346 at this point or have some undergraduate biomechanics experience. So I'm really going to get rolling right away with kinetics. And so I do in the first week post the videos that if you have to go back and refresh on some kinematic material or even some of the kinetics, you can go watch some of those videos as well. And if you are by chance taking 346 concurrently, just know that you're going to probably be doing things in reverse order than your 346 class. So it's going to make it a little bit harder on you. That's why I don't often let people in this class unless they've had 346, but you're going to have to jump ahead and make sure you understand kinetics as we get going. Then I'll jump into work, energy, and power. So weeks 1 through 4 is really foundational biomechanics, and I'll tie in information on endurance performance as we go along. And you'll see there over in the project column, project meeting 1. Okay, this is in essence our first summit, and I'll unfold more details of that as we go along, but I will be posting different times that I will be available to talk about swimming projects, biking projects, running projects, or triathlon projects. And we'll do the 656 meeting at that point too. And then, oh my goodness, we're due exam 1, week 4, all right? So lots of nuts and bolts in exam 1. Week 5, President's Day, but we'll also start swim kinetics, and then we'll do bike kinetics, and then we'll do run kinetics. Now, what I do is I rotate between these 3 sports. So I do some kinetics, and then I go back through each sport again, but I take a different perspective in a different category of information. And I do that because your projects will be focused on swim, bike, run, or triathlon. And I'll pull triathlon in each of these sessions as well. So I try to get us all information that's going to be helpful for developing our projects. And then I circle back around. So it's sort of an iterative process here. So then we do swim biomechanics, so a little bit more kinematics, maybe some force measuring devices. Actually, I was actually at the pool today testing out a force measuring device for swimming. That's actually pretty cool. It didn't work, so I'm working with the manufacturer and the developers, and I'll meet with them on Monday and figure out why it wasn't working. And you see there, we've got project meeting 2 and 656 meeting. Let me correct that. That should be meeting 2. All right, then we got spring break. Then we go into bike power, run energetics. Okay, yeah. Now, I'm missing one swimming. I will be fitting in another swimming session here somewhere. So I'm off by 1. So bike power. So I got swim biomechanics, bike power, run energetics. Then I go into bike gears, running shoes, and this should be swimming at this point. Sorry, I've never made a mistake now this entire year. No, you will find I do make mistakes, and I just try to keep adapting and learning and as we go along. Okay, so this is project meeting 3. and 656 meeting 3 in week 12. I'll post these dates and times for those sessions early enough that hopefully it works into your schedule. I'm respecting the asynchronous nature of our semester, and so I will have some options for us as we get to that point. Then we do class projects where I'll actually have you watch several of them as we pull into the end of the semester. All right, I think that's it. There are the notes in the syllabus: misconduct, auditing classes, classroom conduct, copyright. This is a big one. Know that, and I'll say this a few times, so repetition's good here. Do not use copyright material in your YouTube presentation. All right, and if it's a video out there that you want to include or a picture, just know that it's probably copyright. So you're going to have to include original videos, original material in your presentation. DRC, I've worked with them before and very successfully. And then final exams, I did not post a date. I need to make sure that the university is still following what we did last semester for final exams, and I'll get that date early enough. Okay, that is the nuts and bolts syllabus. Thanks, everybody.